The new SAT Test 1, Section 3, numbers 8 through 12 on this page. All right, we're supposed to, if a over b equals 2, what is the value of 4b over a? You can notice over here that instead of a over b, it's b over a. But what you can do is you can put this over 1, and we can flip both sides of the equation. Whatever you do to one side, as long as you do it to the other side, you are totally legal. So let's do that. So we can say b over a equals 1 over 2. Then, where there's the b over a right here, you can substitute 1/2. So we're going to have 4. b over a we have is 1/2. And so we're simply going to get, the answer is 2. All right, next one. This is just a system of linear equations that you have to solve. You can either take and plug in all these points until you find one that works, or you can solve it the correct way. Just remember, your answers are down here. You can always work from your answers backwards. If you don't know how to do a problem, see if you can somehow look at your answers and see if you can plug them in. So we're going to solve this. The tricky thing for this is you have 3x and underneath it you have 2y. So you don't want to jump in and just start eliminating something randomly. You want to put them in the right order. So we're going to get 3x plus 4y equals negative 23. Then we're going to get negative x plus 2y equals negative 19. I'm going to solve this using elimination. I'm going to multiply this equation by 3. So you get 3x plus 4y equals negative 23. And we get negative 3x plus 6y equals negative 57. We're going to add and eliminate, so we're going to get 10y equals negative 80. And we're going to get y equals negative 8, and that is this answer right here. You can substitute for x just to be sure, but I'm pretty confident in that, so I just went right for it, picked that answer. All right, function problems are a little tricky. That's our next one. If the function g is defined above, a is a constant and g of 4 equals 8, what is the value of g of negative 4? Now, if you know a little bit more math, you would know that this is an even function. If I put a 4 and I square it, I'm going to get a 16. If I put a negative 4 and I square it, I'm going to get a positive 16. So the answer is going to be, if I put a 4 in, I'm going to get an 8 out. The number in parentheses is what you put in the equation. It's g of x. That is your x. The 4 is actually your x, so you would put the 4 in where your x is. That's what that means. And what you get out is this number. So if we were to rewrite that, we would say what we're getting out is 8, because that's our g of 4. It tells us it's 8. These are tricky. If you haven't learned them before, this might be a little hard to understand. Then for a, we're going to put in, we don't know a, and we're going to put 4 in. Just remember, if it's in parentheses, that's what goes in for the variable in the equation. So we get 4 squared plus 16, plus 24. The thing to recognize is if I put in, they want to know what negative 4 is going to equal. If I put in a negative 4 right here, check this out, and I square it, I'm going to get the same thing as if I put a positive 4 in. So what did I get here? I got an 8. What am I going to get if I put a negative 4? I'm going to square it, get 16. You can solve it. I'll show you the long way to solve it. You're still going to get 8. So what I did was I took this equation and I solved it for a. So if I subtract 24 from 8, we get negative 16 equals 16a, and we get a equals negative 1. Then I put the negative 1 in for a here, and I'm going to find out what I get here, which ends up being 8. All right, I don't know how clear that was. Those are kind of intuitive or not. Yeah, those are a little tricky. So the main thing to recognize is this is an even function, so whatever you put in, if you put a number in its opposite, it's going to give you the same answer. All right, the next one, a lot of people miss this one. In the equation above, B and C represent the price per pound in dollars of beef and chicken, respectively, X weeks after July 1st during last summer. What was the price per pound of beef when it was equal to the price of pound for chicken? All right, so you're going to set these two equations equal because you want to find out X is the pound. So we're going to figure out if the pounds are equal, or the prices are equal, what was the price per pound? So we get that equals 1.75 plus 0.40x. Set them equal. We're going to figure out how many weeks when the prices were equal. So I'm going to subtract 175 from 235, and I get 0.60. And I'm going to subtract 0.25 from 0.40, and we get 0.15. And we get the price, the number of weeks when the prices were equal is 4. And then we want to know the price per beef, so we put that 4 up in the beef equation. Whoa, my pen got out of control there. So it's going to go right in there, and we substitute it, and we do that, we get B equals 2.35 times 0.25 times 4, which is 1. So we're going to get 3.35, and we're going to circle that answer. All right, and the last one on this page is a line in the xy plane passes through the origin, has a slope of 1/7. Which of the following points lies on the line? So you want to write an equation of that line. If it passes through the origin, then you know your y-intercept. So if your y equals mx plus b, your y-intercept is going to be 0. So our slope is 1/7. So we're going to say y equals 1/7 x. And then you're just going to plug these points in and see which one works. And it ends up being, if you put these in, it doesn't work, doesn't work, doesn't work. So you're going to get 2 equals 1/7 times 14, and you're going to get 2 equals 2, and that is your correct answer, so the answer is D. Okay, that's it for this section. I'll do the rest on another video.